Hey, g'day guys, it's Calvin, Cartoon Company in New Zealand. I brought you up to show you our new fence that's going in there. It's a good looking fence, making our lawn a little bit smaller. And behind the fence, you can see there is a Hilux. So this is where I normally finish. Once we've done a project, and I bring you up here and I do a bit of an expose on it. But we haven't started on this one yet. We're starting on it right now. This is what we have. 2014 Toyota Hilux with one of them on it. And that's what it looks like now. We've got the little nudge bar on it. It says 115929 on the Ks. A little bit of an extra cab, and with this, there's actually some parts in here I've been organising. There's some headers, so we're going to get stuck into this job. We'll return once we're done to show you what we've done. That engine is sold, so we've got to get it out, and the new motor sitting on a trailer down in the shed, ready to go in the hole. And for those of you thinking that it's maybe going to get a 3UZ or a 2UZ, I'm sorry, but I may have turned to the dark side on this one. So we're back. Let's have a look at the day we've got out here today. Oh, you can see our fence has been finished. It's looking pretty good too. There were cows in the paddock a minute ago, but they decided to leave. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And behind me, I've got the ute back, like it never left. And as you can see, it looks like it did when we started this video. In fact, it looks almost exactly the same. If you are paying attention, if we look down in here, we're going to see it. There it is, look at that. There are some 4-pot Brembos hanging off the front of it and some different rotors. So that's a little bit of a hint that something's been done. As we walk around it, there's a little bit more of an exhaust pipe than there was before. And if I sit in it, it looks like a normal ute still. Everything is just as it was until I do this. If we look really carefully, the Ks have gone up a little bit. We're now over 16,000, 16,402. Still got the same manual gearbox, transmission, depending where you are in the world, fitted. Same gear knob. There's one sticker missing off the windscreen, which would be the diesel Ks, because this thing is now petrol. So fitted in here, as per the customer's requests, is an LS2 Chev V8. Two-wheel drive ute. This is a 2014 vehicle. We're running the stock Hilux radiator. We've got a Derail dual speed fan, keeping it cool on the back, and a Spal fan keeping it cool on the front. That's for the air conditioning. It has the Hilux air conditioning pump on it, so the air conditioning works like it should. The engine is stock standard, but it's been converted down in the front to L98 or LS3, so it's short, giving us plenty of room in here. We're running the stock diesel airbox. with custom intake, thanks to Glenn over at the lab who put that together for us. And everything under there pretty much looks like it's meant to be in there. In the management department, it's tucked in here, and you'll see we've actually got the standard diesel ECU in here with a whole lot of wires missing. And then next to it, that is a Link Thunder. Relays and fuses tucked beside it, just to run that V8 engine. Thunder's doing all the management that we want it to do, looking after the engine. And I'm hopeful that the cruise control will work as well once we're all done. And as you can see, tucks away, looks just like a standard vehicle. You wouldn't know anything is different. The Brembo brakes happen to be off a Peugeot, and they bolt straight on with a Mark III Supra rotor. And these are from Zanoli, and we're running some Zanoli brake pads, which are a high-end brake supplier over here in New Zealand. And we managed to fit them on with the same mags tucked in there, giving the man the look that he wanted. Sleeper! Inside, everything's functioning except for the fuel usage sensor. Back in the fuel tank, that's got a AEM 340 litre an hour pump. It's got a separate filter with a regulator unit in it. It's had V6 fuel system put through it. This one got a custom sump, custom flywheel with a heavy duty clutch, internal release bearing that we make ourselves, and a V6 clutch master. There's a heap of time that's gone into this truck, and I am absolutely ecstatic about how it's come up. It really is a beautiful vehicle to drive. It's all legal and certified, went straight through first time without an issue. And it's got the new cert tags that's gone onto it, one of the first ones we've done with this tag. And what does it drive like? So this drives beautifully. We're just climbing up the hill, close to the farm. I'm in top gear, not quite doing 100 k's an hour. I'm just going to creep up to 2,500 RPM, and you hardly feel that there's a hill there. Might as well be flat ground. Our basic brief on this job was to build a nice sleeper to tow his camping trailer that drives like a reasonably normal vehicle, but with plenty of power. That's why the LS2 was chosen, and the owner specifically asked for an LS2. We were pretty fortunate to find the brake upgrade. It was kind of stumbled upon by one of our associates, and the brakes stop really well. The exhaust was kept pretty quiet, so you can talk inside, communicate with your passengers, and it doesn't wear you out on long drives. In a situation like this where it's a little bit windy, it can drop right down to 1,000 RPM in top gear and still just pull away beautifully with the oodles of torque that this thing has. So a real big thanks to Aaron and Hope for letting us have their truck and complete this job for them. It had its own set of challenges, but we got through them, and I'm really proud of the end result. Big thanks to this guy, Jace, for putting up with me and for pulling some spanners, and for Bronny for keeping me in line. And a thanks to all the other people that had that little bit of input. There's an engineer next door, does a bit of welding for us, does a few hoses, guys that put the exhaust on, Glenn who made the intake for us. All those make a big difference. The guys that did the air conditioning for us, I might have bribed them with beer. The dismantlers that let us raid one of their trucks on their yard to get a few clips and bits and pieces to keep it looking as factory as we can. And for calling the cert man. And this one, credit to Jason's hard work and checking over. It went through first time, on the money, was absolutely perfect. So this one's about to go back to Aaron and Hope. And this is one of the things that I really enjoy about this job. We get to build absolutely cool vehicles and then see the enjoyment that other people will get out of having these vehicles and getting the use out of them. There's a heap of videos coming up right now on how we made this truck, how we put it together, and all the challenges that we had. So if you want to see more on this truck, look out for the few upcoming videos. Like, share and subscribe. We'll talk to you again soon. Catch you later.